All right, guys. So, what I got for your face balls here tonight is I just finished up a couple of cut tests on this knife right here. This happens to be the TwoSun TS-164. And we will, as you can see here, I did just 1 inch of the blade, trying to keep things consistent with what other guys are doing. But yeah, so I did a cardboard cut test and on 1 inch of the blade, and this happens to be in M390. Once I get this tape off here. Now, I did not film all the cutting just because I don't think it's all that interesting. It's actually quite boring. But as you can see here, TwoSun, this is a night morning design M390. Now, this happens to be a really aggressively ground flat ground blade with it's very thin behind the edge. And so, what did I use for sharpening? What I got here is a double-sided, just a cheap DMT diamond sharpener that you can buy at all kinds of different stores. This is DMT coarse, DMT fine, and then I also use, this is from Chef's Knives to Go. This is just a piece of like balsa wood with a magnetic back strip on it, and then I also have a leather strap, strop. There you go, Chef Knives to Go. Comes with this metal base that's got some rubber feet on it. It's a pretty nice strop. So you get the leather strop as well as the piece of balsa wood, and then you get these two diamond compounds. So what we've got here is 0.5 micron and 1 micron, and so I've used the 1 micron on the balsa wood, and then I've used the 0.5 micron on the leather. So that's my sharpening method: DMT coarse, DMT fine, and then I do 10 passes on the 1 micron strop and then 10 passes on the 0.5 micron strop. So how did this thing perform? Cardboard. This is what I'm using for cardboard. These are, and I'll put some pictures into the cardboard that I was cutting. This is the large boxes that you can buy from Walmart. I think they're like a buck 35 or a buck 40 or something like that from Walmart. So these are all things that anyone can do. And so as far as cut tests here, I did the first test, which was the first sharpening on this knife, and fine edge holding, which is when it will no longer shave arm hair, or reliably shave arm hair. Fine edge holding on test number 1 was 150 feet, or 150.2 feet. Fine edge holding, test number 1. Working edge, which would no longer cut, just a held sheet of printer paper, and I'm using, just standard printer paper. And as you can see here, if I get right in that, it'll still cut paper, but it's not real great here. As you can see out on the end, it's still really sharp. So anyway, test number 1, working edge, was 279 feet. So I was pretty happy with those results. It really did, almost double for working edge. And, like I said, guys, this thing still, even in that 1 inch section, is still plenty sharp for most of your EDC tasks. But I went ahead and sharpened it up again and did a second test. And the second test for fine edge holding did 188.7 feet. And for working edge, did 311.1 feet. So I'm really happy with those results, especially for I don't remember what these knives go for, 70 or 75 bucks I think you can buy this knife for. Real quick here, I was going to show you, I think, good blade geometry has a lot to do with cutting performance. And let me see here if I can do this on camera. It's kind of hard. You can see there we're about 15 thousandths behind the edge right there. And actually this thing, I was going to say most of it's about 12 to 13 thousandths behind the edge. So, the impressive grinding on this guy, you can see that secondary bevel. That's about 17 degrees per side, but this thing is extremely well ground. So, again, just to go over the numbers, test number 1, we had fine edge holding at 150.2 feet, working edge at 279 feet. And then test number 2 was 188.7 feet for fine edge, and working edge was 311.1 feet. So there you go, guys. TwoSun M390, not messing around. This thing has outperformed a bunch of the knives that I have. This happens to be, a small little slip joint, but just a really, really nice knife. And of course, titanium handle. I've got a full review on this knife if you guys want to check it out. I actually like this quite a bit. You've got this forward choil here, and even for my BFHs, this knife works really well. Goes in and out of the pocket well. It's got a milled titanium clip. It's got good retention. The walk and talk on this guy is really nice with that half stop. It's kind of an interesting way to do a slip joint. It just kind of looks cool, and you can see there where you've got the little milled area there for the half stop. It is riding on phosphor bronze washers, but not only from an aesthetic standpoint, but from the materials, the quality and craftsmanship of this guy is absolutely fantastic. And now I can confirm that M390, the heat treat, is done extremely well. And I give this one 2 thumbs up for sure. This has been a great knife. I'm really, really happy with it. So that's about all I have for you guys. I'll roll in some pictures of the cut test and what I was cutting and all that good stuff. But have a good night. Thanks.